What's going on, God Squad? Snake out here back with another video. This is going to be a very long video, long overdue video. And I'm actually, I just finished cleaning, hence the gloves. And I was waiting to try to get everything right, try to get everything perfect in the shed before I gave you guys a full-blown reptile room tour. And I decided, instead of waiting, I'm just going to go ahead and give it to you now, because the next reptile room tour I do, it's going to look completely different. So I at least want you to see what I've accomplished thus far. So that's what this video is going to be about. Like I said, it's going to be a long video, a lot of talking, a lot of updates and future updates and catching up on what's going on here. It won't necessarily be strictly about the animals. I'll definitely show some animals, but it won't necessarily be a cage by cage tour, just more so about the shed and the progress and how it's going and everything like that. So if that is something you are interested in, kick back, relax, pop some popcorn, because like I said, it's going to be a long video. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
The Snake God.
Alrighty, so welcome back to the video. So if you haven't been following me for a while or you didn't know, my name is Dre. I go by the Snake God. I am a reptile keeper. I focus more so specifically on larger constrictors, retics, berms, anacondas, boas, things of that nature. And if you have been following me for a while, then you know what's going on. I'm just catching everybody else up. So I just want to get on here and say thank you to everybody that's been patient. Welcome new subscribers. But I've been keeping reptiles for a while, and I've definitely moved a few different places until I came up with the idea to actually buy a shed and convert it into my very own reptile room. And that's what I'm standing in right now. So I'm giving you guys an update on how that's going, and like I said, some of the animals and honestly what that looks like. So I'm standing in front of the door right now. It is a double farm door. This shed is 10 by 16, so it's decent, but it's not huge, but it was just perfect for what I needed it for. So I'm standing in front of both doors. I got this going on because it's winter time, and this actually helps keep that draft out, and we'll get to that here in just a second. But got two 4-foot doors, so the doors open up to a total of 8 feet, so it's pretty, it was easy getting everything in here. I got these, they're called door curtains. There's another one over here, but I just put the one up, and it's actually helped quite a bit. I got it kind of folded right now because, like I said, I was cleaning and I was going back and forth, throwing stuff away, getting water and things like that. So this is the door, and we're gonna go ahead and turn you guys around so you can see. So I'm standing at the front door, and this is the first wall to the right. So this is actually my utility cart. I know it looks crazy right now, but this is where basically I do everything. I got my holding bins, all types of utensils. There's still some little things I'm working on. Like I got smart plugs that I still need to hook up, and that is for the simple fact that I'm still waiting on enclosures. Again, we'll talk about that shortly. I just threw my jacket on here right now. This is actually what those door curtains came in. Just a bunch of random things, but typically this is where everything is housed for, all of my remotes. This remote actually controls that light. This remote actually controls the AC unit up there. So this is where everything, once I get more organized, and that was another big reason it took so long, is because I really was trying to get everything perfect. I wanted everything to be organized, and it just didn't work out that way. So I'm showing you guys what's going on right now as is, and like I said, over time it'll definitely change, definitely be updated. So that's the utility cart. If you have a big enough reptile room, I would urge you to get a utility cart because it does help. So I can sit my cleaning supplies, substrate, bedding. I also use it as a feeding cart when I'm not doing any of that. And then you come over here, and this is where all of my snake hooks and everything are hung up. So I just ordered a random organizer off Amazon, and boom, hung them up. And we got this cool thing right here. This is my LED sign. I wanted something that kind of stood out just my logo. So the snake god definitely adds a little pizzazz to the room. And then we got this thing here. This is our AC unit. So it is 30 degrees outside right now. If you don't know, I'm in the Midwest, Ohio to be exact, so it gets very cold here. So I have to make sure that the reptiles stay warm, and that's what it's reading right now. So that's great. I want them to stay warm. I keep it a little bit warmer in here than I need to, for the simple fact that the temperatures outside will drop dramatically sometimes, and I really don't want that to affect what's going on in here. So I keep it a little warmer than I need to. That way I don't have to worry about the reptiles getting cold. Now, yes, they do have like their own heat sources and everything, but it's just something that makes me feel a little bit safer. So then you come over here, and this is where the snakes start. So we have a 5 stack of some of the snakes. We have the blood python, we have the berm, well, one of the berms, one of the cow retics, the white lip, and the IMG is on the very top. And then if you come over here, we have more enclosures. We have another berm, we have another retic, we have the anaconda, and then we have green tree python, emerald tree boa. So this is going to be one of the things that's changing. These 2 racks, there are 3 more snakes left in there, but those snakes are big enough to come out. So therefore, these racks will be thrown out very soon, and we will be replacing them with more PVC enclosures. So this is going to look completely different the next time you see it. And we have Cardi B, which is my biggest retic up here. I know somebody's gonna have a lot to say about her enclosure. That is perfectly fine. Like I said, I will explain everything to you guys at the end. And then we have more snakes here. So this is the pied berm and the jungle carpet python. Then we have 2 enclosures here, which kind of bought them off Facebook Marketplace. I didn't really realize what I was getting, but once I realized, I was like, so I don't know. They're being used for storage right now, but they are taking up useful room because I do have 8-foots coming, which Cardi is going to go on one of those. And I don't know if I want to actually rehab these or sell them. They've been posted on Facebook Marketplace for a while. I've had people ask, but nobody's actually bought them. They're actually going for a really good deal. They're both 6x2x2. They have heat fixtures installed. They do need new glass, but I mean, you know, it's a great deal. But so that is the layout for the animals. Like I said, you walk in the front door and boom, this is what it looks like. Now, as far as everything else, there's still a lot of stuff that I need to do. All right, so as far as everything else, there's still a lot of stuff that I'm working on before, which is what was preventing me from putting this video out, is because, again, I didn't want to do a half-ass video. I wanted everything to be in place, but honestly, buying a shed, buying a structure like this and piecing it together by yourself, funding it by yourself and everything, it's a little bit of work. It's a little bit of work. I'm a dad and I work full-time, so my time is somewhat limited at times. So I definitely had to make time to get everything completed, and I'm happy with the progress I made. Definitely happy with the progress I made, but I'm still not 100% there. So what all needs to be done? Well, as you guys see the reptile room now, like I said, the next couple of weeks, all of these enclosures are going to be moved around. My OCD is going crazy right now, but it got to a point where I really just wanted to get the animals in here. So everything that you see is going to look different. I still have to, let me actually set you guys up here. There we go. I still have to add a deep freezer in here, so I have to make room for that. So that's where some of these enclosures are going to be moved around. The enclosure that I'm sitting you guys on right now is actually an upgraded enclosure for the green tree python Venus, which I have not finished yet. So I still have to get substrate, still have to get some plants, things like that to go in there. And then there's just also a lot of the other snakes need upgrades. So that's what we've been working on. That's the big holdup. But like I said, everything is about to change. Winter coming kind of halted that because it's cold, and I don't like keeping this door open for longer than it needs to be open. So so far so good. Now, as far as why the enclosures are so bare, why am I using paper, or why there's no enrichment, I can definitely explain that. Like I explained in previous videos, when I moved everything in here, I had a bug issue, and you know, like I said, it's a shed, it's a metal shed at that, so I had to actually figure out you know, how to keep the bugs out, because I mean, it wasn't anything that was irritating the snakes, but it's just not something I wanted to deal with. So I had to make sure that I could fix that problem, get that under control before I started putting bedding in the enclosures. The reason everything is bare is for the simple fact that everything that I had in the last place that the snakes were in, I threw away. I didn't want to bring anything from there, so I threw those away, deep cleaned all these enclosures before setting them up, and that's where we're at now. So I'm at the point now where I am ordering and getting new supplies. Like I said, Cardi is going into a new enclosure, so the 6 foot that the 6 foot that she's in is actually for the blood python, and she's gonna go in an 8 foot, and her and Django are gonna go in 8 foots, which is why I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with these 6 foots. I could easily rehab them and use them for snakes that I currently have, or I could sell them and use that money towards brand new enclosures. So I don't know, I have to figure that out. So that's why some have paper, some don't. Some of my snakes also with substrate, they just don't do as well. They get it all caked in their face, and it really bothers me. A couple of them actually get it in their mouth, and I don't want to deal with any mouth rot issues. So that's still something I'm keeping an eye on. I mean, for the most part, that's pretty much it. Everybody is doing pretty good. Just keeping it, like I said, keeping it clean, keeping everybody happy, keeping everybody healthy. Everybody's still shedding, pooping, eating very, very well. I was long overdue for this update video. And then there's still just random shit everywhere that I need to get organized. But I think that's pretty much it as far as updates. I mean, we'll see. Some little, I don't know. I definitely do plan on doing a video where I kind of deep dive into how much it costs from start to finish, the shed and everything, because I've been having a lot of people ask me that question. But I wanted to, I'm sorry it's not a very in-depth tour, but I definitely wanted to show you guys the shed basically. And I guess we can take a look at a few of the animals real quick. This is Cookie. She's gotten really big. She's got a crazy feeding response. This is the cowrie tick. So she's gotten pretty big. She's got a crazy food response now. So she's definitely being, used with a hook. But she does pretty good. So we're gonna let her go back in there. Gonna shut this door. Got like I said, the white lip is in here. This is one of the IMG boas. So again, this is not their permanent setups. This will change. The paper will go away, and I will decorate these enclosures, I promise. But I'm sure I'll get attacked either way. It's okay. This is one of the female berms. This is Aphrodite. She's doing very good. I got both of these snakes like a month apart, and they're doing very, very well. So if I do keep those 6 foots, they're definitely going to be for these two, for sure. The Anaconda is doing well. Still very spicy. She's in her water bowl. I just ordered her a new one because this one is disgusting. We got Tootsie, one of my retics. And then this guy is new. This is a new berm that you guys have yet to see. His name is Hermes. He's a pearl granite berm. Here he is. So this is actually who I plan on breeding Aphrodite with. So that's our new guy there. Let's see who else we got. Got the green tree right here. So like I said, this is his new enclosure. I didn't show you. So this is his new enclosure. I just put, if you watched the last video, if you haven't yet, I'll make sure I put a card up in there. But it's dark. I haven't installed a light yet, but I just installed the new perches. And then there's an elevated water bowl in there as well. So this is for Venus. I also have one coming for Venom, the Emerald Tree Boa. This is IMG. So as you can see, yes, these, like I said, these snakes are not small anymore. So we do have enclosures coming for them. It just takes for a little longer than I want. This is the red tail. Again, she's growing. This is Nakia. But everybody is doing very, very well. I have no complaints at all about my purchase. I'm super happy. I would in fact recommend doing this if you don't have like an extra room or anybody that you trust or is willing to keep your snakes. If you have space or property or anywhere that you can get one, by all means buy you a building and basically just adjust it to what you need it. So of course it is insulated. I'm sorry, I had a little brain fart. It's insulated. I had special lighting put up here, so that's how I can do the content and everything. Hope it looks pretty good. But I still have my other lights. Got my tripod. Literally have everything in here that I need to care for the animals and make content. So there's still some things I'm adding. There's still some things that are going to change. I have to get a couple new thermostats and everything like that. But this is where we're at, people. All the animals are doing good. Everybody's doing great. So hopefully I answered all your questions, and if I haven't, make sure you drop them down in the comments. Like I said, I'll be doing an update once I get all the changes out the way, because we're literally stripping this whole wall and we're gonna redo everything. There's a lot of space in here that I'm not using that I feel like I could utilize a little bit better. So I knew it would be a long video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, drop questions, ask questions. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't yet. We are almost at 20K follows, and I appreciate every single one of you. And we got to get our subs up here to 20K subs as well. So follow me on Instagram, and if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment down below. I love to hear you guys' feedback, your thoughts. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video.